Hi, in this video we are going to continue setting up PHP programming environment by creating an alias for Apache web server on XAMPP. This is a list of suggestions how you should use this video. So we have created, we have installed XAMPP, we have created a test file under the test folder in C drive XAMPP htdocs, and we serve that file using localhost test and the file name. But what if you do not want to put a file there? You want to put the file somewhere else. Let's say we want to put another file somewhere else, and we want to tell the server to go there. We need to create alias. In order to do that, we need to first stop the Apache. Make sure you stop the Apache. Okay, and let me close the control panel. You don't need the control panel. So later you can always bring up the control panel to check, make sure it's stopped. Okay, let me close. I can leave this here. And now let's say you want to go to your C drive, temp, and in C drive you have temp folder and you want to create a new folder here. So you right click here, create a new folder. I'm going to call it my_php, and you want to put a PHP file here and save it. So I'm going to create alias. In order to create an alias, you need to check out some information on my web page. So this is the URL on my web. This is the URL of my web page. Scroll down to XAMPP shortcuts. So this is the shortcut for Apache configuration file, so C drive, XAMPP, and all the good stuff. So let's go there. So let me open a new file explorer so I don't have to close the other one. So let me go to my C drive, XAMPP, Apache, config, and the name is called httpd.conf. So I find a file here and I open it up in Notepad++. I'm going to search for alias module, so I type in here alias_module. You should be able to locate it somewhere on line 335. Okay, and you scroll it down. So at line 363, before the closing of the if module, create some space, and I'm going to copy the code there to create alias. I already have the code on my website, so I'm just going to copy and paste. You can do the same thing. Copy this part and paste it here and align it a little bit. So what this guy does is the pound signs are commands, so it doesn't mean anything. So alias, I'm going to create alias called myPHP, and it points to C drive temp folder myPHP subfolder. And this one allows everything, indexing, everything. It's not a good idea, but we just allow for everything for our development. So save. Okay, or you Control S to save, that's fine too. Let me leave this guy open just in case, so I can close this. I can minimize this, and I don't need this anymore. I can close this. So now I need to launch my XAMPP control panel, and I only need to start Apache. I don't really need I don't really need MySQL. So start Apache will enable the PHP scripting. So I start it. Minimize it, don't close, just minimize. And I can go to the old location, localhost. I'm going to type in my_php. You're looking at the folder you have just created here. The folder is empty, obviously there's nothing here. Again, this is the URL you should type. So the URL you should type is just localhost myPHP. You should be able to find that. So now let's say I want to create another file. I want to create my example 002 basic there. What I can do is I'm going to create a new folder here. new file there. I'm going to create a new file, text document. I'm going to give it a name, example002_basic.php. Change the file extension. Are you sure you want to change it? Yes, change the file extension. And I can right click on this, open up in Notepad++. Obviously the file is empty right now. Okay. But I have the file there. Okay, so I should be able to see it here. So I come over here and press reload button. Hey, the file is there. Just there's no content inside. It's zero bytes. So if I click on it, I can see the file, but there's nothing there. So now I want to put the content there. So I put the content here, and the content is from here. After I put the content, the result should look like this, all the good variable stuff. But obviously you don't see the code from here. You have to go to the text file to see the code. So let me copy all the code. Ctrl C to copy. Paste everything here. Save. And you should be able to come back here. It was empty just now. Now make sure you Ctrl S to save. And Ctrl S is to, I didn't write that. Ctrl S is to save. Okay. So Ctrl S to save. Minimize this. Come back here. You should be able to reload and see all the PHP effects. Obviously, you shouldn't just copy and paste. You're not going to learn anything. I mean, it's good to see that it's working. So what you should do is actually type it in and then try it, type it in, try it, do incremental programming to actually learn this. Okay, so that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching.